This is a 2003-2004 Suzuki 50 horse inline 3-cylinder EFI 4-stroke. On this engine, I checked the engine oil and it was way over the dipstick. So I pumped out the oil while I was doing the thermostat, and I pumped out too much oil, so I had to add some more oil into it, but it's right below the maximum line on the dipstick. So new thermostat housing gasket, cleaned everything prior to install. New spark plugs, gapped those prior to install. I replaced this anode right there, and I cleaned up the other two anodes underneath there. I removed the lower unit and put a water pump kit in it. I cleaned and lubed everything prior to install. Greased upper drive shaft. I anti-seized the thermostat housing bolts prior to install, and I anti-seized the 6 lower unit bolts prior to install. I checked the gear oil. That looks pretty much new. I think that there's supposed to be like something that goes in here to pressurize, to put pressure behind there to like squirt the water out. That's what I'm guessing. I have to look up the parts on this, but yeah, it's just coming out right here. There's no pisser on the sides or anything. I checked that up. I think there's something that goes in here and that has a little hole in it so that it shoots water out like that off to the side or something probably. But yeah. They're just dribbling out though. This thing's super quiet. The water coming out's louder than the engine itself. It's in neutral. There's 4. Neutral. Here's reverse. Back to neutral. I hooked up my computer to this engine, and it currently has 289 hours on it. So for being an 03-04 engine, it's pretty low hours. But everything's running perfectly fine. Pumping water, fine. I'm gonna check to see if there's anything supposed to be right here to put like a actual pisser on it or something. I don't think that they did that from the factory. Have to double check that though. Everything else is good though.